Here in the Treasure Coast, the toxic algae is affecting tourism, businesses, and our health. Not to mention, it looks and smells disgusting. And Florida knows that all too well. But now others are aware, as far up as outer space. NASA's Landsat 8 satellite recently snapped some images of Lake Okeechobee where the guacamole-thick algae can be seen blanketing the lake all the way from space. The blue-green algae bloom was first noticed in Lake Okeechobee in early May. Since then, it's grown to about 240 square miles, covering roughly a third of that lake. Downstream, Martin, St. Lucie, Palm Beach, and Lee counties started seeing blooms a few weeks ago. This was after the Army Corps of Engineers started discharging lake water through special channel locks in order to prevent towns and sugar farms in the south from flooding. I recently asked Brian LaPointe, an algae blooms expert, what needs to be done. Here's what he said earlier this week.
There are issues of inadequate infrastructure. For example, the state of Florida has far more septic tanks than the national average. This is something that's been used for on-site disposal of sewage to support rapid, cheap growth in Florida over many, many decades. We're now realizing that these hundreds of thousands of septic tanks that we have, for example, along Florida's Indian River Lagoon, are becoming a major source of nitrogen and phosphorus that are feeding algae blooms and contributing in a big way to what we're seeing in the St. Lucie estuary and the greater Indian River Lagoon system.
Following that interview, Governor Rick Scott announced that he would propose new funding to address the algal blooms through a grant program that helps homeowners who live near the water to switch from septic tanks to sewer systems. Scott also said he wants to improve wastewater systems in those communities.